Hi and good morning. Today is the 28th of June and it's 2021. And I've been talking about the subject of accountability. And in the previous session, I did start with the word awareness. And I was talking about being aware of yourself and your surrounding and the people that are in your life, and also being aware of who it is that you're accountable to. So today I'm really gaining a lot of courage and confidence in doing this on the streets. And I decided to do it because this is the right time and I have the time, to do it. Okay. So we've been talking about the subject of accountability, and today I'm looking at the word attitude because I'm looking at the letters A. A for awareness, A for arise and shine, A for the attitude today. Now, if you say you are not stereotyped or prejudiced in a way, you could be lying. Why? Because we are all brought up in different ways, and when we are brought up in these different ways, we have a mindset. We come up and create a mindset that helps us to decide what we choose to do or not to do, what we choose to say, what we choose to act in or act upon in life. And therefore, we are prejudiced in some ways, we are stereotyped in some ways, we categorize things and categorize people in certain categories. Why? Because nature and nurture has made it so for us. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not good. When it is discriminative in a negative way, it's not good because you may be missing out on something. Let me give you an example. I have a very beautiful tropical accent that is Kenyan, and sometimes you may look at me and think, oh, this woman, this black woman, this not American accent, not British accent, I'm not going to listen to this particular person. What do they have for me? So you miss out on the value that I could add to your life because you have selectively in your mind decided to categorize me as a black woman who has a very strange, different accent than the one you have. So you may miss out. So anyway, attitude is one of the things we are supposed to be accountable for. Our patterns of thought, the way we think and the way we do things, it's important so that you are able to choose selectively the things that add value to you, and you can be able to also identify with the people and the persons, or rather the people and persons are the same thing, the people that may add value to your life. So by looking at me and thinking I am different and therefore you're not going to listen to me, I don't think that's the right attitude. But if we give each other a chance, everyone has something to say in this life. Everyone has something that they can add value to the other person. Remember yesterday, as we were talking about the awareness, it's important that we are aware of how we behave when we are among others. It's good that we are aware of how others behave, and therefore when we make decisions, when we make choices, we are able to incorporate them. One of the laws that I was talking about, or rather the commandments of God, is to do with love. Loving God with all your heart, soul, mind, and everything that you are. Starting point, that is the one. And then you can be able to love others. Now, if we do that, if we approach life with the right attitude of loving and giving others an opportunity and giving ourselves an opportunity, then we will be able to grow better in understanding not just ourselves, but also understanding other people. So in accountability, we need to be able to think of the way our minds are working. What is it that we have used to structure our pattern of thought? What is our mindset? Are we accountable for our behavior? Are we accountable for what we say? Are we accountable for the way we treat other people? Are we accountable? Can we be able to give an answer if somebody asks you, why are you discriminating this and that? So the word is accountable, and it's the word that we've been looking at, and today we are looking at the word attitude. So think about it. What is it that structures the way you think? What is it that structures the things that you say? What is it that structures the way you act? And in that way, we are able now to give an answer, be accountable in our behaviors, and in everything that we do in life. So today I'm going to encourage you, have a positive attitude towards life. Think of the areas that I've been mentioning in the spiritual sense. What attitude do you have towards God? What attitude do you have towards the life that God has created? What attitude do you have towards this nature that God has created? Do you treat your environment with love? Do you treat other people with love? Do you treat this life with the respect that it's due, because you know you haven't created it and I haven't created it, it's God who has created it. In the physical sense, what attitude do you have when you look at people? Do you judge them because of how they look or how they speak or what they are like? Look at the intellect. Do you selectively decide this is what I want to learn and this is not what I want to learn just because you think it's not necessary? How do you go about selecting what is good and what is wrong? In the commercial world, how do you do your business? How do you decide this is the best business? This is the right job for me to do. This is the right way for me to earn money. What is your attitude towards work? Do you like your job or you don't like your job? Do you love the people you work with or you don't love them? What parameters or criteria do you use to judge others? Now, when it comes to also the emotions in this life, what is your attitude towards the way people think or the way you think? What is it that you allow yourself to think and what is it that you don't allow yourself to think? How do you think about the way people have different types of mental issues? Do you judge them or do you accommodate them and try to understand them? And then when it comes to socializing, who do you socialize with? What type of attitude do you have towards different groups of people? Do you accommodate them or do you sideline them completely? So in this life, we need to be accountable in our spiritual sense, in our physical sense. We also need to be accountable in our intellectual sense, in our commercial, emotional, and social senses. Why? Because we need to be able to give an answer. First of all, I always say to God, and then to others, and of course to yourself. Don't forget yourself in this story. So today, may I encourage you that you have a positive attitude towards life, a good mindset. And in so doing, you can be able to accommodate yourself and be able to accommodate others and be able to live a more smoother life, because that's the way life is. See, this nature, I'm enjoying it now because it's part of what it is, and then I need to treat it correctly. Otherwise, if I don't treat it nicely, tomorrow it won't be here, nice and calm as it is. Have a wonderful day and God bless you. Have the right attitude, have the right mindset, value life, value others, and on top of it all, value what God has made you to be and has made everything else to be. Have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. God bless you.